Search for volunteers in Huddersfield to help with researching and archiving 25 years of women's international rugby league history. Life with the Lionesses is being organised by Julia Lee, one of the first women to referee men's rugby league in the 1980s. Her project aims to uncover, document and celebrate the history of women in the game and inspire future generations. I'm delighted to say Julia's with us now. Good morning.
Good morning, Richard. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Thanks for coming on. Just explain what this is all about then, Julia.
Well, as you say, there is a rich history. So 25 years ago last year, celebrated the 25 years of the first Lionesses tour in 1996. There was then 5 tours after that, there is nothing in the archive whatsoever about, well, not just about these tours, but about any women's international rugby league in the archives that are in Heritage Key. So when I was there in 2017 and asked to present, I just turned up with a box of my stuff, and that's all that they had. So I made it then my sort of mission to begin to look at and uncover untold stories, really. And these women have never been capped, never been celebrated for representing their country. And I just thought, well, it's about time that, one, we told all the stories, because there is some absolutely excellent, some amazing stories of these women and how they fundraise. So they had to fundraise between £80,000 every time they toured. And give up, such a lot for their training and their dedication for then going on tour. There's just some amazing things to be told. And also, the Lionesses were the last Great Britain team to beat Australia in 1996, which is just never talked about. So I thought, right, it's about time we give these women in this World Cup year the day in the sun.
What do you need the volunteers to do then?
In this particular one, this is the first section of it. In this one, we want them to come along to Heritage Key, and there are options actually of doing it online and things like that. Is we have some deposits of archives come in, which I will be announcing very soon. I don't want to spoil the amazingness of the archive that's coming in February. And we want these volunteers, on the 11th of February, we've got a gathering initially to come along and meet the different people involved in the project. And then we want them to come, and first of all, our first job is to get all the stats for the women. So to get all the information about who scored what are the heritage numbers, who's the most outstanding, all that sort of stuff that'll build up a Hall of Fame for women, will build up a picture of all these women and what they've achieved. And then after that, we're going to do some archiving. So it's going to go into the Rugby League archives, and they're going to be trained in order to do that. We're looking at doing it every Friday for the right through this year, actually, although the bulk of it will be this next 6 months, when obviously we're collecting it, because we want it all ready for an exhibition starting in September, when the Rugby League World Cup begins to really get hyped.
How can people get involved? If this is sort of ringing any bells, because you're quite possibly talking to people who maybe were involved in these tours or know someone who was. How do people get involved?
Well, first of all, contact Jane Phillips. So it's jane.phillips, which is Phillips at csi2012.co.uk. You can find out more information about the Women in Rugby League stories on womeninrugbyleague.org.uk. Or if people actually personally know me, which a lot will do, please contact me on julia.lee at csi2012.co.uk, because we're going to start interviewing women. We're doing an oral history as well. So from next month, we're going to go out and interview 50 of the Lionesses and tell more of their stories.
Thanks for explaining it to us. If you missed any of those details, by the way, just give us a ring and we'll pass on the contact details for if you're scrambling for a piece of paper or you're driving and you missed it. I'm sure you know our phone number, 0800 389 3333.